In the entire period that I have been mentoring students for RBI Grade B, I have seen two types of aspirants. One, who take the plunge into the preparation without analyzing, without researching, without consulting anyone. I call them just any other aspirant. But then there are others who analyze a lot. They will go through the syllabus, they will analyze the previous year cutoffs, they will peruse the previous year papers again and again to understand the scope of the exam. I call them aspirants with focused and directed approach. Hello everyone, my name is Anchit Garg. I am co-founder of EduTap, and in this video I am going to take you through just five key takeaways that you can learn, that you can understand from the RBI Grade B overall cutoffs of the past 5 years. ये 5 टेकअवेज हम क्यों सीख रहे हैं? क्योंकि ये 5 की टेकअवेज को समझकर यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि एग्जाम किस लेवल का आता है, कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, कितने मार्क्स चाहिए ओवरऑल एग्जाम क्लियर करने के लिए. सो यू विल हैव अ बिगर पिक्चर before you start preparing for your exam, and then you will suddenly be in a bracket called an aspirant with a focused and directed approach. So be with me for the next 5 to 6 minutes and you will get something that you would have been wishing for, that if you knew, you would have had a better preparation. And before we start, I would request you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon, and you can also join our Telegram channel where we keep sharing the free content. The link to join the Telegram channel is given in the description of this video. The first learning that I basically take from the cutoffs from 2016 to 2021 is clearing the interview cutoff is not enough. See, there is an overall cutoff which is in the last line. If you see 225, 245, 248, 238 and 252, these are the final overall cutoffs, that is including phase 2 plus interview marks, right? And this is out of 350, 350, 350, 350, and this is out of 375 in 2021 because the interview marks were increased from 50 to 75. Now if you see, in 2016 the difference between interview cutoff and the final cutoff was around 50 marks. That is, to get an interview call you need to score 176.75 in phase 2, whereas to get selected the final cutoff was 225.20. That is, the overall difference was 50. Here again the difference was near about 50. Here it was 47. Here it was near about 45. So you can see the difference between interview cutoffs and the final cutoffs is around about 50 from 2016 to 2019, and that time the interview marks were just 50. So you can't get, I mean, suppose you cleared the cutoff in 2019 and you got 194 marks. Now to get your name in the final list, you required 44 marks, right? Because 194 plus 44 will get you somewhere around 238. Now, is it possible, is it realistic to get 44 marks very easily out of 50? No, it's not that easy. You can, but it is something possible if you have a very different profile, very distinguished profile. And here if you see in 2016 and 17, the difference was 50 marks. So if you just clear the interview cutoff, I think there was no way you would have scored 50 out of 50 to get yourself in the final list. So this is a very common notion which people think कि इंटरव्यू कॉल रह गई, बस 2 नंबर से रह गई बस. अरे भैया, इंटरव्यू कॉल अगर 2 नंबर आने से आ भी जाती, you were nowhere close to get selected. Please try to understand that. So clearing the interview cutoff is just not enough. Rather, you should clear the interview cutoff by at least 15-20 marks so that you have good amount of buffer in the interview. ठीक है? So this is the first learning. Note down in your notebooks. ठीक है? ये 5 टेक अवेज आपको अच्छे से समझने हैं. आपकी तैयारी एक बहुत अच्छे ट्रैक पे आ जाएगी उससे. फर्स्ट इज you have to clear the interview cutoff at least by a margin of 15 to 20 marks. Next cutoff. If you see the cutoffs, so as I told you, this is out of 350, 350, 350, 350, and this is out of 375. Almost in every year, you will see that the cutoffs, the final cutoffs are somewhere between 67 to 70%. Now, 67 to 70% in a competitive exam where most of the exam is objective, right? At least since 2016 till 2019, it was completely objective, or there was descriptive English component. And in 2021 also, good amount of component was objective. So in an exam which is objective, right, where it is not easy to score, I mean, 10 out of 10 or 100 out of 100. And similarly in subjective also, I mean, it's almost impossible to score net out of net. So having an cutoff of 70%, where interview is also involved, and in interview, I think you will be lucky even if you get 50% marks out of 75. I would consider it as a good performance, at least not a bad performance. तो इतने सारे वेरिएबल्स होने के बाद भी जहां पे कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत स्कोरिंग है कि इसमें तो 100 में से 100 आ जाएंगे, ऐसा कोई भी पेपर नहीं है. देन ऑल्सो द कट ऑफ्स आर नियर अबाउट 70%. यू इवन हैव अ नेगेटिव मार्किंग. इट मीन्स दैट द कट ऑफ्स आर रियली हाई. अब आप सोचेंगे कि कंपटीशन ज्यादा है. कंपटीशन तो आईआईटी में भी ज्यादा है. वहां कितना कट ऑफ जाता है? 50%. Here the cutoffs are high because the difficulty level of the exam is easy to moderate. That is, whosoever is getting selected is able to score good marks, क्योंकि एग्जाम बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है. ये बहुत मिसकंसेप्शन है कि फाइनेंस इज कमिंग ऑफ समथिंग वेरी हाई लेवल. इकोनॉमिक्स में तो हमें पता नहीं पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करनी पड़ेगी. नहीं, द एग्जाम इज ऑफ वेरी बेसिक लेवल. इट विल टेस्ट योर बेसिक नॉलेज. एग्जाम इजी टू मॉडरेट है, लेकिन हम पता नहीं क्या क्या करते हैं. वी स्टार्ट रीडिंग प्रसन्ना चंद्रास. For economics, we start reading a lot of books on economics, whereas in exam you will find most of the questions on current affairs. We start preparing for quant, और quant में हम क्या करते हैं? रेलवे एसएससी का quant पढ़ने लग जाते हैं, whereas the quant for RBI is different. So there is a lot of gap in what you are doing and what is required. You have to fill that gap. एग्जाम मुश्किल नहीं है, आप उसको बना रहे हैं. जस्ट दो चीजें मैं बोलूंगा, आप जरूर कीजिए. हर बार बोलता हूं, टेक अ प्रिंट आउट ऑफ योर सिलेबस एंड कीप अलोंगसाइड योर बुक्स. कीप गोइंग थ्रू दैट सिलेबस डेली, इवन 2 times on daily basis, and go through the PYQs. PYQs नहीं है, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं है. इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिंक है, दैट विल गिव यू द प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स फॉर आरबीआई स्टार्टिंग 2017 टू 2021. 17 से लेकर 2021 तक सारे प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स बोथ फॉर फेज 1 एंड फेज 2 आर अवेलेबल फॉर फ्री ऑन आवर वेबसाइट. To access those free papers, go to the description of this video. There is a link. Click on that link, sign up, and you will get all the papers for free. This is the second learning. The third learning, which is very close to me. I'm a big fan of Usain Bolt. Cutoffs 70% हैं, पेपर इजी आ रहा है. बट नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट माई पॉइंट कि पेपर इजी है, प्रेपरेशन इजी नहीं है. क्यों? उसैन बोल्ट का एग्जांपल देता हूं. उसैन बोल्ट हैज वन 9 ओलंपिक गोल्ड मेडल्स, और उन 9 गोल्ड मेडल्स को जीतने के लिए द टोटल ही हैज रन इन ऑल द रेसेस इज जस्ट 115 seconds. कहना बहुत आसान है, he has ran just 115 seconds, but the amount of practice he has done to run those 150 seconds is more than 20 plus years. हर एक सेकंड को भागने के लिए उसने बहुत ज्यादा मेहनत की है. ऐसे ही what you need to do, you need to understand that 70% is not easy to score. और 55 से 60 नंबर कोई भी ले आएगा. 2-3 महीने की प्रेपरेशन से भी 55 से 60 नंबर आ जाते हैं. बट टू कम फ्रॉम हेयर टू हेयर, जो ये 10 सीढ़ियां हैं ना, ये 10 नंबर हैं. एवरी स्टेप, एवरी मार्क is going to require a lot of hard work, lot of application, lot of focus, lot of determination. एक एक मार्क के लिए ये फाइट करनी पड़ेगी. और वो सिर्फ पढ़ने से नहीं आएगी, दैट आई विल रीड टू मच एंड आई विल बी थॉरो विद माई सिलेबस. नो, गेनिंग नॉलेज इज वन थिंग, अप्लाइंग दैट इज अनदर थिंग. क्वेश्चन सिंपल है, इजी है, बट ऑलवेज दे आर ट्रिकी. यू हैव टू लर्न द आर्ट ऑफ अटेम्प्टिंग द पेपर. उसके लिए आई वुड से लर्न द आर्ट ऑफ एप्लीकेशन थ्रू लॉट ऑफ मॉक टेस्ट. बहुत बच्चे ये गलती करते हैं कि जी पढ़ाई तो कर ली बट दे डू नॉट लर्न द एप्लीकेशन. Do that. This is the third learning I'm going to say. Plan it before your preparation, before starting your preparation itself, that I have to keep this much time for attempting the mock test. Fourth learning क्या है? That might be hidden in these marks. You get to know the overall cutoff that is published everywhere on all the social media channels, but you never get to know that what is the trend in sectional marks. I can tell you from my experience, if you see the trend in the sectional marks for the last 5 years, it has always been like this. FM has been scoring 75 plus. ESI, most of the candidates who get selected, they score between 60 to 65. The reason is vast scope of current affairs. Nobody can cover the entire scope. It's really tough. And English somewhere between 60 to 65 to 70. Yes, there would be exceptions. Some people would score 80 here and maybe 65 here. But this is the best case scenario. This is the most probable scenario that I see with most of the candidates who clear RBI ग्रेड बी. तो आपको यहां से क्या सीखने को मिलता है? वो यही सीखने को मिलता है कि FM is really scoring. Yes, you have to read for ESI and descriptive English also. In fact, descriptive English लोग नहीं करते हैं. I would emphasize, you please practice on descriptive English. ESI लोग इतनी ज्यादा पढ़ने लग जाते हैं as if they would score 100 out of 100. That is not possible. Current affairs is a vast ocean. आप उसको पूरा पी ही नहीं सकते. But FM is something with a limited scope and it is highly scoring, and most of the people who get selected score the maximum number of marks in the FM. तो वो 70% आप शायद सब में नहीं ले पाएंगे. So to average it out, you need to score more than 70 in FM and maybe some lesser marks in ES and English. ये शायद आपको overall cutoff से यहाँ से नहीं दिख रहा. This is something I have learned with experience. I have learned by talking to a lot of aspirants. तो ये आपको एक बहुत बड़ी लर्निंग है जो मैं बता रहा हूं. इसको नोट कर लीजिए अपनी बुक में. फिफ्थ लर्निंग क्या है? That is again very very important. Now starting 2021, the interview marks have been increased to 75. So now interview is almost like your fourth subject. You already had FM, descriptive English and ESI. Now there is a fourth subject also which is called an interview, because 75 marks is something huge. तो आपको इसकी अच्छे से तैयारी करनी है. ठीक है? So we have also been already making an interview course specially for RBI Grade B that would be provided to the people who clear phase 2, in which we are covering the entire scope that is required for the preparation for interview. DAF को कैसे भरना है? What are the probable list of questions? We have made more than 200 probable list of questions. Then interview में RBI की वेबसाइट से क्या पढ़ना है? Static syllabus में क्या पढ़ना है? That all we are guiding in that course. Mannerism, how to enter the room, how to sit properly on your chair, how should be your face expressions, how should be your hand movements, how to say no in an interview, how to dress up for an interview, all that is covered inside that course. तो आपको इंटरव्यू बहुत सीरियसली लेना है. ठीक है? ये एक फोर्थ पिलर बन चुका है आपके एग्जाम का. अर्लियर इट यूज्ड टू बी लाइक 3 सब्जेक्ट्स. नाउ दिस इज द फोर्थ पिलर ऑफ योर एग्जाम which you need to do at a decent level. आप शायद इसको फोड़ ना पाए. मैं नहीं कह रहा आप इसको फोड़ो, 70 में से 60 लाओ. कोई भी नहीं ला पाता है. बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो 60s में होते हैं. लेकिन अगर आपका फेज 2 अच्छा चला गया, you need to do just a decent amount of preparation and decent performance in the interview and you will be through. ठीक है? तो इसको बहुत अच्छे से करना है हमें. इससे पहले उतनी वेटेज नहीं होती थी, and of late what RBI has done is they are really varying the marks. I've seen people getting 1 to 5 marks in interview and a lot of people are getting say 60 to 67, 68 marks in interview. बहुत variation है. So you can't take it lightly. ठीक है? So these are the 5 key takeaways guys. इसको अपने चार्ट पेपर पे लिखकर अपनी वॉल पे लगा लो. Read it daily. That will give you a good direction. in your preparation. And before signing off, I would just like to say, कुछ भी हो life में, have faith. Have faith in your abilities. Your faith should be able to overcome the fear inside you. Faith रखो कि मैं कर लूंगा. Fear नहीं कि मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा, rather faith रखो कि मैं ये कर लूंगा तो मेरा हो जाएगा. That is very very important. ठीक है, चलो, हैव अ नाइस डे, बाय बाय. आई होप with this video you will be able to take your preparation to the next level and you will be an aspirant with a focused and a directed approach. Bye bye.